Hello, my name is Sylvia and I am blind and I watch stuff on Beyonce's internet, or is it Richard Branson's internet? Who's your internet provider? Beyonce doesn't provide my internet though, does she? But she definitely sparkles it up, okay? Glams it. Listen, my name is Sylvia and I watch stuff on Beyonce's internet. And I like to think that my algorithm has like source, it's well fed, it's super healthy, eats its greens and fruits and it's healthy. It's well fed, okay? So I know the internet is like super chaotic, and so I wanted to share my side of the internet, the stuff that my algorithm feeds me, no matter what platform I'm on. I tend to see a lot of good, interesting, fun, all of that, entertaining things, and I just want to bring it all to you guys. It's not enough to just share it to. I can't just DM it to my sister. Like, we all need to see this now. Yeah, come on in. Welcome to the light. So I was just scrolling the other day and then this stopped my scroll.
Allowing me in the building, allow me to get out. I had to be left without a TA, but because the fire emergency services have set my school because there's too many wheelchair users. You had to leave them in the building, and then we'll come and evacuate them.
Wow. So you don't blame the school because they were doing what the official advice was, but for you were there and you actually started to smell smoke, didn't you?
Yeah.
What did that feel like?
I was petrified, because I know with my disability, my immune system is really poor, so if I get smoke in my lungs, who knows what will happen. I've set up a campaign, a petition on the petition website for every school and college to have evacuation chairs, and for every staff member to have to require training, because at the end of the day, you're allowing me in the building, allow me to get out. You're allowing me in the building, allow me to get out. I had to be left without a TA, but because the fire.
So basically, this actually really broke my heart when I saw this. I think it was actually literally yesterday. It broke my heart. This young man was left in his wheelchair. He's a wheelchair user. When there was a fire emergency at his school, and literally the rule was, apparently the policy or the advice was, if there are too many wheelchair users, you just leave them behind. How is that a thing? How do you walk away from someone when the place is burning down? How do you walk away from somebody? You just leave them. What if the fire spread? Like, you're actually justified in leaving them there and they have no way to get out. You're not supporting them to get out. You just leave them there and you're justified in doing so. Anyway, he's setting up a petition, a campaign rather, to change the policy with that, and also for every student to have evacuation, every wheelchair using student to have an evacuation chair, amongst other things. I will find the link and put it in the description box and you guys can have a look. I'll also be sharing this. He was on Good Morning, I think he was in Good Morning Britain, which is a morning show, and it's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous to see the treatment that us as the disabled community we're still receiving in this day and age. It is 2025 and people on wheelchairs are still being left behind. Maybe this happened in 2024 actually, but it's this day and age, and people are still being treated, we are still being treated like second class citizens. I know this space is a space for, I'm usually doing escapism, I'm doing up escapism. We're usually laughing and having a good time and everything, but I also have to be real and bring you what is really happening out here. And in this country, this is supposed to be somewhere where we have all these human rights systems, everything in place, but it's just not. The reality is that we are out here suffering ableist. I don't know if I can say the word, but yeah. Every single day that we're out here and we do stuff and we go about our day and everything, we're surviving ableism. We are. And that is one of the series I wanted to start, and this gave me the push to actually get it started, because there's so much. Not necessarily, I'm not an activist in any way, shape or form. I only share my experience and I talk about the things that I know from my experience and from my knowledge. But one thing I'm always going to do is I'm always going to stand up for the people, for my fellow people in the disabled community. That's the one thing I'm always going to do. So yeah, it's actually ridiculous. It's ridiculous that I had to be a child, because that's a child if you're under 18. He's 16. It had to be a kid to say, hold up, this isn't right. It's crazy that I had to be a child to say that. But anyway, here we are. And this is how change happens, right? Be the change that you want to see. So crazy. But anyway, this did stop my scroll. I actually forgot to stop sharing. That's how incensed I was. I forgot to stop sharing because I'm so incensed by this whole thing, and I didn't even know that was a thing. So I'm imagining, right, if because I'm vision impaired, is the rule then to just leave people in danger and just let them perish? Is that the rule? Because if I'm vision impaired, which I am, if I'm in a building, right, and I don't know my way around, it's a building that I'm new in, and then there's like an emergency that people need to evacuate for, will I just be left there because I can't just follow instructions and all of that? Like, it's absolutely crazy. I'm going to leave this one here. Let me know what your thoughts are. Did you know that this was a thing? Wherever you're from, whatever part of the world you are in, what have you looked at the policies, whether you're disabled or not? Is this something that occurred to you? I think living through life, going through life, and there's all these eventualities that nobody really thinks might happen. And when it comes to coming up with like policies for evacuation, risk assessments, all those things, what they call health and safety situations, there's all so many different ways that if you just make an inclusive world, if you just from the get-go make it inclusive for people who are disabled, then life is good for everyone, So infrastructure, how you build the roads, how you build the building, how you label things, how you how you mark things, I guess, how you make certain bottles. You know what I mean? Like, let's just make life, everything out there. Let's make the world inclusive. I'm so incensed I forgot to take my headphones, which I'd usually take off by this point. But yeah, anyway, let me know what your thoughts are, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye. And I'm here every day, and I'm here every day. Oh my god, not me mixing up my intros. How do I breathe? Where do I go? I actually haven't lined up the next one. Hold up, wait a minute, let me put my 2 cents in it. Wait, what? Wait. What? I beg your pardon?